And the questions that we're going to answer on this video is, should you use a yellow potato, sometimes referred to as a Yukon Gold potato? Should you use red potatoes? Or are the big, long, russet potatoes the best way to go? And also, should you use one of these? How about one of these? Maybe this one here. Well, we're going to answer all of those questions coming up. Well, hi folks, welcome to Kitchen Tips Online, the YouTube channel where you will find new and innovative ways to do things in the kitchen. And if this is your first time here, well, I invite you to have a look around, check out some of our other videos. And if you decide to subscribe, just remember to ring the bell so that YouTube will send you notifications when we post a new video. Let's talk potatoes for a second. Now, if you do a Google search, you'll find lots of folks who recommend russet potatoes, lots of folks who recommend Yukon Gold potatoes, and lots of folks who recommend only using red potatoes. Well, after making about 15 batches of mashed potatoes, we discovered that if you make your potatoes the way we're going to show you in this video, the type of potato really doesn't matter that much. Regardless of the type of potato that you use, make sure that you don't over-agitate it, because if you do, you'll turn the starch in the potato to some kind of potato glue and you'll wind up with a very unappealing batch of mashed potatoes. In the end, we liked using russet potatoes the best because they're easier to peel. If we go back to our Google search on how to make perfect mashed potatoes, you'll see a debate on whether or not you should use a mixer or a hand tool to make the mashed potatoes. In our test, we discovered that if you want to make perfect mashed potatoes, you need to use a hand tool like a potato ricer or a potato masher. We tested several of these dudes, and we'll let you know which one came out on top. Let's get started making some delicious garlic mashed potatoes. And since potatoes are all different sizes, I recommend that you use about 5 cups of potatoes cut into equal size portions or chunks. That will ensure that all the potatoes are done at the same time. Here's a quick tip for getting to the individual cloves of garlic. Just put the entire bulb into a jar and give it a good shake. Then you can pour out the individual cloves of garlic, and the ones that haven't released their skin yet, you can use the heel of your hand and a knife to give it a gentle persuasion. Put it back in the jar and give it another shake. Let's go ahead and put our potatoes into a pan and then pour enough water just to cover the potatoes. Then we're going to add the garlic and about 3/4 of a tablespoon of kosher salt. We'll put a lid on the pan, turn the burner on high until it comes to a boil, and then we'll reduce the heat and let it simmer, and that should take about 15 minutes before the potatoes are cooked. You want to keep an eye on it so it doesn't boil over, but after about 12 minutes or so, you want to check the potatoes to see if they're done. We're going to use a fork and a slotted spoon to lift up one of the potatoes and see if the fork will easily push through the potato. If it does, it's finished cooking. Then we want to take the potatoes over to the sink, pour them into a strainer, and then pour the potatoes back into the hot pan. Now let's have a look and see what ricer or masher worked best for making mashed potatoes. I really wanted it to be this particular ricer because it's super heavy and it's extra large. But it turns out it makes quite a mess. Notice that when I squeeze it, potato juice or starch or whatever you want to call it goes flying right out of the bowl. It does a nice job ricing the potatoes, but it just makes a mess and it leaves a lot left over. See that at the top there? So this is not the winner. Now, if you're one of those folks who likes some lumps in your mashed potatoes, then you want to use a wire masher. But if you like just plain old mashed potatoes, one with holes in it works pretty good. And this one here with the red handle is very comfortable to use because you can put it in the palm of your hand at the top and it's very comfortable. Coming up, I'll share the complete recipe with you and how to finish off your garlic mashed potatoes. But first I want to share with you the top dog in the tool test. Which tool came out on top? And it turns out it's this dude here. It's got a nice wide opening, it's very comfortable in your hand, and it's very easy to use. It makes fantastic mashed potatoes, and I love it. And for those of you who want to get one, we have them available on our Amazon affiliate store, and I'll put a link to the store in the video description. If you want to make delicious mashed potatoes, you have to use enough butter and cream. In this case, we used 1 stick of butter and a half a cup of half and half. While the potatoes are cooking, you can put the butter and half in your microwave on 10% power and warm it up. Then you can fold everything together and add salt and pepper to taste. And I know a lot of you are going to add some more butter. Well, there you go, folks. Now you know how to make perfect garlic mashed potatoes in almost no time. And if you think we did a good job on this video, a thumbs up would certainly be appreciated. Thank you very much. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, well, I recommend you subscribe. Thanks for watching.